what else? We've got American Idol. You're going to judge that?
Yeah, a lot of people find it very funny that Katy Perry and Lionel Richie are going to go and sing at the coronation. I would like to say I was never asked to do it. Had I been asked, I would have.
Karen Carson with Ed Sheeran.
Hello?
For an Audacy check-in. And Ed, you have had so much happen.
I know.
In the last
what a
week or so. I've been thinking about you so much. I want you to know that while you were handling the trial here in New York City for the copyright case, people, the country is so behind you. People from 5 years old to 80 years old, we're talking about you and supporting you and just saying, wow, he's going to quit music. My 80-year-old father told me that. I'm like, Dad, how do you know that?
No one believed me as well, but like Sheeran's are very stubborn. So it's
frustrating.
Probably for a little bit. It probably wouldn't have been forever, but I definitely would have been like, I'm good for a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was, you never know how the outside world's going to see that, because everything in the courtroom is obviously in the courtroom, and you can feel it in there and see reactions of people, but you never know how it's going to be taken on the outside, because obviously like press like headlines and sensationalizing things, and I just didn't know whether going in there it would just all be negative and people would sort of see it for what it wasn't. So I'm really glad it was seen for what it was.
It was seen for what it was. And I think one of the cool things is, we heard little snippets like Ed's getting up and he's playing chords and he's, on his guitar. I think you actually educated a lot of people when you explained that there's only so many chords in pop music. And
it's, that like actual copyright infringement is a thing. Like I'm not trying to like, take away from that argument, but I'm saying like what I was being accused of was stealing chords that were in. I mean, my lawyers found 101 songs prior to Let's Get It On that had the same chords as it, and also Let's Get It On and Thinking Out Loud are different chords. So that was a thing as well. But it's just about the what do people own, and I feel like chords are part of a songwriter's toolkit, and it's dangerous to then put limits on that.
Well, agreed. And I see that this is a big thing. And, especially your Instagram, where you were just like talking to the camera, like there's too many of these. And it's kind of scary for a lot of artists. And I think this was actually a textbook case. Like people are going to look back and.
Yeah, I said that to my lawyer, Eileen, afterwards. I was like, we were walking out the court and I was like, people are going to study this in law school, what she did. She was so good, so fantastic. And yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And now Taylor Swift's been through a lot with her music as well. Did you guys like chat? Did she give you some kind of help during the whole thing?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she literally hit me up yesterday after it. But we had like an hour and a half talk, maybe like 2 days before I went into it. It's just one of these. It's just a lot. It's a lot. And I'm really glad it's over and behind me.
I am too.
Yeah.
And you could see the frustration and everybody was behind you.
I sort of forgot that I was releasing an album as well. I woke up this morning and I was like, oh yeah, my album came out today. It's like, it's been so all encompassing that now I'm at the other side of it. I'm like, oh, whoa. Like, okay, I'm doing interviews today. Right. Okay.
Okay. And we almost talked to you in the middle of the trial. I'm like, I don't want to do that. Like right before you had to go to court. But so there's a lot to celebrate right now.
Yeah.
And that's, first of all, I just wanted to say before we get to the celebrations, I'm really sorry about your grandma.
Honestly, she was 98 years old. She lived an amazing life. She had like loads of grandkids, loads of great grandkids. The only thing that upset me was that I couldn't be with my dad.
Sure.
And with my arm around him, being there for him and being with my family for that. But, and I'm just not going to get that back. And I thought that I would have made it because it was on Wednesday and I thought the trial was going to end on Monday or Tuesday and I could have made it. But there was just like, I'm not going to go into it. But there was a couple of things that happened that made it drag on. And I was like, I didn't want to go in court and be like, do you know, my grandmother's just died. And if you keep wasting time, I'm not going to get to a funeral. I didn't want to say that. So, but
I'm surprised you didn't. I'm surprised.
No, but I didn't want it to be, I didn't want it to feel like a sympathy play. But but literally first day of court, she passed away, and I was
Oh
like, oh,
gosh.
man.
Well,
And because we're Catholic, and uh, burials happen very quickly, so I just knew it would happen in that time, and I was hoping that it would be done quicker.
well, it happened.
Yeah,
You made it
thank
through
you.
the
Sorry.
week. And I wanted to just say that because everybody was like really on top of this, you know?
Yeah.
So let's talk about all the good things right now. You won the copyright trial. You have the release of Subtract today, which
Mm,
is, I feel like we've been waiting forever,
yeah. It
right?
it feels weird. You know like the outpouring of connection that fans are having with it, and like even people that hate my music are like, oh, we actually quite like this, and it's just a weird shift for me to actually have people be like, this is really good.
Well, it's deeply, deeply personal. I mean, you said you've been working on it for 10 years. Um, I just saw the documentary, The Sum of It All. I'm only on the second one
Mm.
about loss. And oh my gosh, so much happened to you. First of all, is your wife Cherry doing well?
She's good, yeah, she's good. It's just like, I mean, I'm sure you have people in your life that have been through similar things, but the good thing about it is it's now just regular checkups and just always like, yeah.
Okay. Because you didn't, as of yet, say that in the documentary, but
Oh, there is a point in the documentary that,
okay.
yeah.
Because I'm only in that part. But I'm really, really glad that she is in it. She's the coolest chick ever.
Yeah.
She has a great laugh, and it's really nice to see that side of the two of you.
Yeah, she's fantastic, man. It feels weird opening the door on all of that. I'm
Yeah.
hoping that we can just close the door now. But yeah,
Okay.
that's like a snapshot of our life, basically.
It's you guys are adorable together. So, the sum of it all, did it turn out as you expected? It's a 4-part series, and I'm obsessed with it, but I only got to the second one.
No, it didn't turn out as I expected. Because I walked into it thinking I was making a music documentary, and I came out of it having made a documentary on like grief and depression and family. And yeah, it was weird. It was weird, but I trusted the director. The director basically said he didn't want me involved, like executive producing, editing, changing the narrative. He's just like, let me see what I see and make a documentary on that, and I promise you, you'll be happy with the results. So I just had to trust him. But I've known him for a very long time. The guy that made it, basically used to do all the One Direction videos way back in the day when I was writing with them for those first albums. So I've known him for a long time. So I felt like I could trust him.
Yeah, that's a very vulnerable position to put yourself in.
Totally.
Yeah. Well, it came out gorgeous, and I feel like you really showed sides of yourself. One of the things I wanted to talk to you about, is losing Jamal. And you talk a lot about grief. Your album is so beautiful because Eyes Closed and Boats.
Thank you.
You got to listen to Boats. It's so good. I love that song. Did you ever get angry that people expect you to be okay after something like that?
No, because I think it's normal. I think the thing that I realized so much in this whole process is like everyone goes through it, and every single one of my friends has lost someone close to them. And life does go on. You do have to get up in the morning, go to work, and it's not like when the Queen dies where everything's paused and news stops, and it's a really sad part of life. And yeah, grief is something that you learn to build your life around rather than, uh, have it and then sort of like compartmentalize it and put it away. I think it's just always there.
My mom just passed like 6 months ago.
I'm sorry.
And thank you. It was kind of unexpected. And she was, the last thing we did was, she loved you so much. The last thing we did was just put your music on my phone next to her. And it was great stuff.
It's amazing how music frames all of my biggest moments in life. Like not my own music, but other people's music frames these moments, and songs can just take you back there. It's like a really powerful thing.
You've got the Mathematics tour kicking off.
Yeah, man.
Tomorrow, right?
And
in
it
Dallas.
is all going on. It's Cherry's 31st birthday tomorrow as well. It's all just
happy birthday to her.
Yeah.
Are the girls going to be on tour with you?
Yeah. We're like, I kind of feel like my life is music, and I can either be absent father or we can be all together, which is nice.
Are your little girls musical?
They're young. They're very young.
The kids jam out though.
They like
right?
They like musical, but they like the music, but I don't know yet. we'll see.
One of the things that Cherry said in the documentary, The Sum of It All, was that she was a little nervous about how you would be with another human being when you were first pregnant with Lyra. And then she's like, he would be a teenage dad if he could.
Yeah.
And I think that's so sweet. Like, what's one of the best things about being a dad for you? Like your biggest joy?
Well, I'm sort of entering into this new stage of fatherhood where I'm like a superhero, which is like it's the first time in my life that anyone's ever just been like, yeah. I'm like, hey, cool, thanks.
They're biggest fans.
Yeah,
right?
like I walk in, I'll be like away for 2 days, and I walk in, and they'll just like rush up, and I'll just be like, this is awesome. This is really cool. I know that ends, by the way. I know at some point it'll be like, ugh.
I have 18-year-olds, and they still are like, oh, you're here. So I think it's going to happen. What else? We've got American Idol. You're going to judge that?
Yeah, a lot of people find it very funny that Katy Perry and Lionel Richie are going to go and sing at the coronation. I would like to say I was never asked to do it. Had I been asked, I would have.
It was in the news.
Yeah, they said that I turned it down. What I think is someone from the Palace looked on my website, saw that I was playing in Dallas on the day, and went,
yeah,
and then the news basically spun it and said that I turned it down, but I didn't turn it down.
Wow.
I actually he gave me my member of the British Empire medal. Like I like him.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay, that's cool. Thanks for clearing that up, because everybody was like saying nobody was going to play for him. But anyway, have fun with that. You'll be with Alanis.
Yeah, I met her at Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She was singing with Olivia Rodrigo, so I've met her like really briefly, but she's great.
Yeah, I think I'll have fun next to her. You've got these happening, pop-up merch shops, New York, LA, Chicago, Boston, and Dallas.
Well memorized.
Thank you.
I don't even know that.
Yeah. So you have one here today. Are you
do have one here today.
Swing by?
I think so, yeah. I'm not doing anything else. And the album is out, so I've got to go and
celebrate.
Tell people.
Right? After the week you've had.
Yeah.
You need to celebrate a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I love during your The Sum of It All docuseries, you said that you speak stuff into existence. And then your wife Cherry said, Ed has no barriers. He just doesn't think that things are impossible. Where do you think that came from?
My dad said you can achieve anything in life if you work hard for it. And there's been little in my life that, like, if I set a goal and I go, there's no plan B, I'm going to do that. Plan A is going to work. And some of them have taken years and years and years and years to do. But I think if you are determined, like tomorrow, if you wanted to be an astronaut, you could. But you would have to do you have to learn like 7 languages. You have to do the whole physical exam. You have to go and do a degree or doctorate in this. But it is possible. Like it is possible. It's just really, really difficult to do. But yeah, I just think, I don't know. I've just never really seen barriers. And the worst thing that can happen is it doesn't happen. And you've learned along the way, That's the worst possible outcome, is that you learn something.
And that's not bad.
No.
That's not bad
at all. Not at all. And I'm not saying I fail a lot. I think that's the important thing to put out there, is like, you have to fail to achieve something. You have to learn when you fail. Like everything I've failed in has taught me how to succeed the next time.
Wow.
So I think it's important. Like, social media nowadays is just, it's all about the wins. Everyone's like, this is not even the journey. It's just like, this is it, and this is it, and it's always success. Whereas I think like failure should be embraced more and spoken about, and be proud about it. Be proud that you've given it a go and it didn't work, but you gave it a go. It's far better doing that than just not doing it.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing advice from Ed Sheeran? I love that.
Thank you.
Thanks for expanding on that. So congratulations. I'm so excited. I'm glad the end of the week is turning out like this.
Yeah, me too. Bloody hell. Could have been a different morning.
It could have been. And congratulations. Finally, Subtract is out. The mathematics tour starts tomorrow. And watch The Sum of It All. I'm only halfway through. Obsessed. Congratulations.
Thank you. Nice one. Hey, I'm Ed Sheeran for Audacy, and this is Eyes Closed. I know it's a bad idea, but how can I help myself? Been inside for most this year, and I thought a few drinks, they might help. It's been a while, my dear, dealing with the cards life dealt. I'm still holding back these tears, while my friends are somewhere else. I
pictured this year a little bit different. When it hit February, I step in the bar, it hit me so hard. How can it be this heavy? Every song reminds me you're gone, and I feel the lump form in my throat. 'Cause I'm here alone, just dancing with my eyes closed. 'Cause everywhere I look, I still see you. And time is moving so slow, and I don't know what else that I can do. So I keep dancing with my eyes closed. Eyes. Oh, I keep dancing with my delusion is here again. And I think you'll come home soon. A word brings me right back in. Then it's only me that's in this room. I guess I could just pretend the colors are more than blue, but I lost more than my friend. I can't help but missing you. I pictured this month a little bit different. No one is ever ready. And when it unfolds, you get in a hole. How can it be this heavy? Everything changes, nothing's the same, except the truth is now you're gone, and life just goes on. So I'm dancing with my eyes closed, 'cause everywhere I look, I still see you. And time is moving so slow, and I don't know what else that I can do. So I keep dancing with my eyes closed, eyes. Oh, I keep dancing with my eyes closed, eyes. Oh, I keep dancing with my. They're shutting the bar, they're cleaning the floor. Everyone is already home, but I'm on my own. Still dancing with my eyes closed, 'cause everywhere I look, I still see you. And time is moving so slow, and I don't know what else that I can do. So I keep dancing with my eyes closed, eyes. Oh, I keep dancing with my eyes closed, eyes. Oh, I keep dancing with my